Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, the Nun of Justice, back again with another power scaling video. In this video, we will be scaling the Asgardian goddess of death, Hela, and how she places within the Marvel Universe. So, without the way, let's begin. Oh, before I continue, if you are new to the channel, please hit like, share, subscribe, and also comment down below. We are very close to 1,000 subs. All we need is 119 more. So, if you are down to comics, anime, games, and having your favorite characters scaled, and seeing how powerful they are, please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos in the future. But let's really continue with the video. Before we get into scaling Hela, let's cover who Hela is. Hela is the Asgardian goddess of death, rules over two realms known as Hell, the land of the dead, and Niflheim, the land of eternal ice. With a simple touch, she can cause gods to perish, but Hela's purpose is to receive Asgardian souls as well as their followers. She is known for her jealous wrath, her lust for ruling Valhalla, and her pursuit of gold for both Thor and Odin's soul. Though as she holds power over life as well, she can be forgiven with it comes to matters of where the heart of personal sacrifices restoring souls with is warm in a dark corner of her heart, or when helping her defeat her rivals. So she does have either a good side from time to time. Hela is the child of Loki, the god of mischief. Her face is weathered and decayed because she was mystically born half dead, but wearing a cloak that conceals this imperfection, and while wearing it, she appears to be a beautiful woman. This cloak is where most of her power resides. In the same way Thor resides some of his god power within Mjolnir, or channel his god power through Mjolnir. With the power bestowed by her cloak, she can control the remains of those and that resides in her realm. But that ability isn't enough to satisfy her. Her lust for power and her tenacity towards jealousy leads her to attempt to go against and try to obtain Valhalla and the Valkyries. She also plays a pivotal role in Ragnarok, the cycle of apocalypse of Asgard, the fall of Asgard, the fall of the gods. A powerful role was to oversee the construction of a ship, the Naglfar, which built from the fingernails of the dead and rains destruction over the 9 realms, as her father Loki leads the forces of evil into their final battle with the Asgardians. Now, let's get into powers and abilities, and the scaling of Hela. With her abilities of controlling life and death, mostly controlling over the dead, if Hela is killed, then nothing on Earth would die, and the world will fall into chaos. She's able to cast Thor out of the arms of death, explosively making him an immortal. She's also able to stop Cosmic Ghost Rider completely in his tracks and strip him down to nothing more than a skeleton, on the amount of him being one of the dead, therefore under her control. She can also summon huge armies of the dead, including the likes of beasts like dragons. Hela can also send waves of the dead to fight her, as she did when she went against the Hulk, and the result of that battle lasted for days on end. She had more undead to throw at him if she chose to. She also has negation and power node, where she's able to deflect Doctor Strange's spells several times. When Doctor Strange tries to travel to the borders between Niflheim and Muspelheim, Hela restricted the teleportation so that he is engaged or immersed within Hell. She has enchantments to where she can start enchanting her Uru Death Sword with magic to pierce and protect spells that surround Lord Odin in his sleep, and strike swiftly in the deep into the heart of the Allfather. According to Tatsu, Odin's grandfather, once Hela completes the spell, the sword would have the power to threaten to fell even the World Tree itself. She's also imprisoned Garum for countless centuries in a rock and kept him conscious as a punishment for defense against Thor, for defiance for Thor. She also traps the destroyer armor, which at the time was had the soul of a being within inside of it in a separate dimension for at least several months. Hela also has agent manipulation, where she senses Baldur's approaching and drains him casually to age him rapidly, cause Thor to age rapidly, putting him on the brink of death. Loki states that her touch is death itself. She also has soul manipulation, where Hela is able to split her soul into any part and use each one of them to control the dead as like a kind of puppet. She's also able to extract a portion of Odin's soul to turn into the cosmic entity threat known as Infinity. Now, let's get into some of her feats. Some may say that Hela is nothing more than like a solar system level character because she scales the like Silver Surfer, Thor, etc., which that's some low balls. But she will be a lot more powerful, and her feats are quite impressive what I'm about to display, saying that she's on those levels of Skyfather level beings. For starters, she's able to steal a portion of Odin's soul. Out of this, she was able to create the being known as Infinity, whose power rivaled those of Odin. Later in the same storyline, the two fought, threatened the whole universe, dispatching galaxies with their blows, blowing quadrants and destroying the edge of the universe. She's also able to kill and easily neg a dead boar when he turned against her. This same boar, Odin's father, when he was brought back to life and sent to Earth, and was giving Thor, when he had the power of the Odin Force, a run for his money. And Thor even said that if he didn't have the Odin Force, he would have died. As I mentioned before, Hela forged the Death Sword from her power, which can kill Odin. As she is dead, she is incompassible. To Hela, all of time and space are one and can be reached. This is shown once again in another, much later comic. Her reach extends across all time and space. If you were to touch or mess with Hela, don't even bother to try it, because a part of your body would be transmuted. She used this power to easily stomp Thor. She uses her powers to fight against Thor. She's able to go toe-to-toe against Thor and later defeat him in a physical battle. She used her power to defeat him, though, and even Thor needs protection against her touch. Matching Pluto in a sword fight until he summons aid for him. It's quite a good feat for Hela, given that Pluto defeated Thor in the same comic issue. Some of Thor's good feats on the Universal Plus scale are as him surviving the particle explosion of the Unbinding Stone, which could destroy all reality. He's able to break out the Tesseract, a self-contained universe. Thor wasn't implied to break out of this without any trouble. Thor is also able to shake the foundations of the underworld to the furthest reaches of the realm. Thor is also able to clash with another Thor, and they were able to convert enough energy that rivaled the Big Bang. Thor was also able to tank an explosion that rivaled the Big Bang. Thor also scales the Hulk, who they fought on numerous occasions, who was able to destroy Nightcrawler's universe and channel energy that will destroy two universes. Thor and Hulk scaled to Hyperion, who was able to tank the destruction of two universes. Thor also scales the Silver Surfer, who, in his fight with Unilord, was able to redirect enough energy where it was able to destroy the entire solar system. He was also able to survive the clash when Thanos fought the Astrax, which ravaged entire solar systems. Surfer stated to Doctor Doom that if his power is misused, it can destroy an entire galaxy. Also, in his fight with Unilord, not only star systems were being destroyed, but the Watcher states that worlds and galaxies were being destroyed in their clash. She's able to stop Cosmic Ghost Rider completely in his tracks and stripped him down to the bone, or to where he's nothing but a skeleton, and obeyed to her will. This same Cosmic Ghost Rider, who was able to kill multiple heroes, including Beta Ray Bill, Hulk, Nova, and X-Men. He's also able to take a point-blank blast from Galactus and kill embodied Celestials when he was with Thanos in this future timeline. This Cosmic Ghost Rider also was able to completely body King Thor, She-Hulk, and Captain Marvel just while holding back. Although he had the intent to kill him, it was clearly shown that he was just dicking around. Not to mention that when they went to Hell to retrieve Rami Reyes, Cosmic Ghost Rider was able to use the Penance Stare and neg one of the final hosts of the Dark Celestial. So there's some pretty good feats for Hela to scale to. She's also was able to body the likes of Annihilus, completely neg him like he was no problem. Amongst the Hell Lords, Mephisto and Hela are treated as rivals, and they are quite comparable in terms of power. He's able to defeat Blackheart, Dark Mephisto's son. Blackheart in Hell overthrew his father and became the new ruler of Hell, and planned to remake all of Hell in his image. Hela battle against Mephisto would have made a Ragnarok pale in comparison, and even would have caused an army-versal Armageddon. Mephisto, while in this realm, is able to battle against Galactus and was able to stalemate him, with Galactus ending up hungry afterwards. Mephisto and Galactus, well, either why he's hungry or like decent, will scale to other low multiversal to multiversal plus beings such as Odin, Seth, Surtur, Cole, and Zeus. For example, some of Odin's most impressive feats, which I've said time and time again, when Odin at this point was weakened and he fought against an amped Seth, was destroying multiple galaxies, affecting, and their battle was echoing across every single plane of existence, and they were destroying the very fabric of the Marvel multiverse. Odin, while fighting against Zeus, was casually capable of shaking the infinite empathy as a side effect, which stand on top and govern all reality. When Surtur dies, his flames was consuming all of Yggdrasil, and all of realities were going to be consumed because of this, and Odin was able to nullify the fire casually. The World Tree has been stated to have their in the 9 realms, well 10 realms. These universes have stated to have their own space-time continuums and to be universes, and that this is just nothing but an infinite tip. This is the tip of an infinite iceberg. Let me explain better. The Asgardian World Tree is like a map. The 9 realms or 10 realms you recognize as being part of Yggdrasil are just a tip of an maybe infinite iceberg. What you know as worlds or universes are just our universes, fully formed and complex. When Loki saw the full totality of Yggdrasil, Loki saw infinite Asgards when he saw Yggdrasil's full totality. Balder states to Loki that there are many Lokis, just as there are many Thors and many Balders. Each exists apart from one another, yet conjoined by a shared essence, like branches on a tree. In some iteration, Loki is called Lox, some he's called Lok, and still other he's called Lox and Lord, or Loader. There are even some where he's the adopted brother of Odin. Saving the World Tree was stated to be, we didn't save one world, we saved all worlds. We didn't save one reality, but all realities. When Seth attacked Yggdrasil, he states that I launched my most recent attack on Yggdrasil, the World Ash, the Tree of Life, 3 main roots, but it exists across every plane of reality. The roots of Yggdrasil, its roots and branches connect all the worlds. It binds the cosmos as it grows. When Odin beats Cole, who was amped by the fears of all humanity, with his own ant from Yggdrasil, laughable easily, Cole was directly portrayed to be beyond all the Hell Lords and Field Lords during Journey into Mystery, issue 627. with Mephisto directly stating how he is scared shitless of Cole and could do literally nothing to stop him. So, since Hela scales to other Hell Lords such as Mephisto and his son Blackheart, and Mephisto would scale to the likes of Odin, or a hungrier, decently fed Galactus, Surtur, Hela will be at least low multiversal to multiversal plus scaling off of this. Now, let's get into speed. Scaling from the likes of Hulk, Thor, Beta Ray Bill, and the Silver Surfer, Hela will at least be billions to trillions of times massively faster than light with immeasurable speed. Silver Surfer is able to warp space and time and travel 500,000 light years in seconds. Using his speed, he's able to warp space-time, flying from one side of the universe to the other. In a few minutes, Surfer travels from Earth to halfway across the galaxy, halfway across the universe, following Echo throughout creation. Since he scaled to Thor was able to throw his hammer to the end of the galaxy and back in under a minute. He's also able to cross the solar system quickly and cross several light years not instantly. After hearing the prayers from an alien child and her people, Thor heard the prayers from a universe away and crossed the cosmos in what seemed to be a few minutes and answered the prayers of the child, bringing them rain to her world. Thor scales the Beta Ray Bill, who was able to blow a star burst across the solar system. Bill dodges around Scuttlebutt and Blastfire. He's also able to fly across half a galaxy. And for the immeasurable speed part, she would scale off against Thor and Surfer. And for those who don't know what immeasurable speed is, or if you're just new to the channel, immeasurable speed just means you're not bound by linear time, or you're able to travel back and forth through time at your sheer speed. Silver Surfer is able to move fast enough to exceed the speed of light and able to travel through the time to the future. He's able to BFR Dominator by traveling to the future and leaving him there stranded. He's also able to travel back to the modern timeline, and he's able to travel through time along with Thor. So, you get the idea. You can at least scale Hela to immeasurable speed in combat and reaction speed. So, going off of this, I bet you guys are wondering how powerful is Hela. Well, going off of feat, statement, scaling, and narrative, Hela would be at least for a low-end multi-solar system to Universal Plus, and for her normal placement, she will at least be low multiversal to Multiversal Plus. For speed, she will at least be billions to trillions of times massively faster than light with possibly immeasurable speed. But that's been the video for today. If you guys like Marvel and DC and you want more videos like this, comment down below on what videos you guys want next in the future, and I will try my best to put them out. Also, I'll repeat again, we are reaching 1,000K, 1,000 subs soon, and we only have 119 more subs to follow up on. So guys, subscribe. The channel is really building up because of all of you, and I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay notified for more videos in the future. Peace.